finally, after 5 long months, I'm back in my office at Midland College. It's been an awful long 5 months, I know, for all of us. But it's just nice to be back in familiar surroundings in my office. That has just been, where I have gone to work, literally, for almost the last 20 some odd years here at Midland College. So it's really, really good to be back. And again, it was tough. Here are some pictures of my home office, which I stared out of the window for the last 5 months while we were at home. And I gotta be honest with you, it was tough. When this whole thing started, I was in Denver, Colorado. On Wednesday, I canceled a trip where I was taking students to Washington, D.C. on that Friday. We had to cancel it. The president issued an emergency on Thursday, and then I found myself in the airport in Denver on that Sunday at the end of spring break. And I remember being incredibly afraid. This is when we were first learning about the virus, and to be honest, I didn't like being in a place where there were so many people and we were so crowded together, and it was hard to try to maintain my distance as much as I could in an airport that is as large as Denver. When I got home, I went into quarantine for 2 weeks, and I got to tell you, it was the longest 2 weeks of my life. I had high levels of anxiety. I had a hard time sleeping at night. I would wake up and just think, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I remember going to the grocery store and there not being any chicken, and there weren't very many fresh vegetables. And of course, as we all know, there really wasn't any toilet paper. And I thought, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? So for me, the way that I got through most of it, first of all, after those first 2 weeks, then I got to see my grandkids. I have 2 grandsons that live here in Midland, and I got to spend time with them. And then I figured the best thing for me was to keep myself busy and to keep myself connected. And it's not that I don't like isolation, because I've gone on trips by myself before, but that was something that I had chosen. This I didn't choose. It was kind of forced upon all of us. So I did the things that I could. First of all, I walked, and I walked, and I walked. I also cooked, and I cooked, and I cooked. And then I took to social media, and I had Zoom meetings with, a really good friend. I had Friday night Zoom meetings with my 2 best friends from high school. On Monday evenings, I had Zoom meetings with my political science friends from all across the country. And throughout the entire summer, I had Teams meetings with our wonderphi Phi Theta Kappa students here at Midland College. And that's part of what we're doing here with this video, is telling our stories about how we found joy during a pandemic, and that's being sponsored by Phi Theta Kappa as their college project. For me, it was the need to keep busy and to stay connected. I even initiated a landscaping project that for the life of me, I wish, I had no idea how big it was going to be. Fortunately for me, particularly at the end of the summer, right before I came back to work a week ago, I got to spend a week at my nephew's place outside of Wimberley on the beautiful Blanco River. And during the course of that week, I got to see all 3 of my grown adult children and their spouses, and all 6 of my grandchildren, who range in age from 3 to 26. So for me, it was all about having some time to relax and then enjoy the beauty. Our new normal now may look a little bit more, as I get ready here, our new normal may look a little bit more like this. But I'm hopeful that within the next couple of months, if we can remember to keep ourselves safe and to keep ourselves healthy and to do the best we can to keep ourselves sane, then we'll be back, hopefully, to a normal that we all miss so terribly much. So enjoy the beginning of this great school year, and I'm hopeful and optimistic about our future.